While challenges do continue over the implementation of the dairy-related provisions in the new North American Trilateral Trade Agreement, lawmakers are calling on the administration to ensure Canada and Mexico live up to the deal and create a level playing field for dairy exports. Well, Bjerga with the National Milk Producers Federation joins us now with the latest insight. Alan, as always, a pleasure to visit with you this morning. Bring us up to speed on how Canada has begun implementing the USMCA and any hurdles that it's created.
You know, one of the challenges is you're seeing Canada implementing USMCA in ways that thwart market access, and that has a lot to do with how it's allocating the market access that that the U.S. was provided under USMCA, and it's preventing U.S. dairy from making full use of the benefits Congress and the administration fought so hard to secure. And when you do that, it really violates the spirit of the agreement, and it makes it necessary to be vigilant in letting Canada and Mexico know that you're watching them. You know, NMPF, we've been talking with a lot of folks on Capitol Hill. Very pleased that this week a bipartisan group of 25 senators, led by Tina Smith, Minnesota Democrat, Mike Crapo, an Idaho Republican, telling USTR, the trade representative, and USDA, let's watch this and make sure that we have strict compliance to these programs in terms of dairy, to make sure that, you know, dairy, which was one of the big reasons USMCA came into being, is rewarded that market access they were promised under the agreement.
Are there any unanswered questions concerning how Mexico will translate the commitments?
You know, Mexico has always been the easier trading partner in terms of dairy with the U.S. In fact, it's the biggest trading partner for the United States. Canada's always been much more of a struggle to get open, and it remains more of a struggle. With Mexico, you've seen some issues in terms of things like import licensing. Their Ministry of Health has been sort of dragging its feet in allowing imports into the country, and you're seeing this impeding of trade flows. Also, there's always concern about cheese names. You know, the European Union always wants to take common cheese names and suddenly say this is the product of a specific region of Europe and only we can use this term. Mexico has been a little more open to that at times than we would like them to be, and there are a lot of side agreements with USMCA that said, look, common cheese names are going to be protected. We want to make sure that happens in the agreement as well, and that's another aspect of what you see this bipartisan group of 25 senators talking about.
And Alan, before we wrap things out, there's been some speculation over additional disaster assistance for producers later this year. What do you think we can expect moving forward?
You know, it's a big challenge because you see this deadlock on Capitol Hill in terms of any sort of additional stimulus package on coronavirus. Now, both the House and Senate, Democrats and Republicans, are very sympathetic with agriculture's needs. And there's going to be a big push in October on our end about getting farmers to sign up for the Dairy Margin Coverage Program in 2021, which is going to be very important for risk management. But that doesn't get you through 2020. And what you're seeing is a lot of the rapid swing we saw in dairy prices earlier in the year, that's moderated a bit because there's still a lot of demand uncertainty going on out there. This is making another round of federal assistance really important and really timely, especially some of those purchases the USDA was making to help needy families. It's a really good solution for everyone. But until you resolve this gridlock, you're not going to get the solution that you need, and it's something we're watching with a lot of concern this fall.
All right, Alan, as always, thank you very much for your insight this morning. Alan Bjerga, he's with the National Milk Producers Federation, on the phone with us today from Washington, D.C.